everyone, welcome back. Today I am making a Biscoff pound cake. Okay, we gonna start off with 3 cups of Swansdown flour, and in this I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I have 6 eggs. Sometimes I use 6, sometimes I use 5. I use 6 today. 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3 cups of sugar, and 3 sticks of unsalted butter. Okay, we're going to start out by combining the cream cheese and the butter together. And once I combine that for just a minute, get that started, then I'll add in my 3 cups of sugar. And once we put the 3 cups of sugar in, we'll take and let that cream for anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes until we're sure that all the sugar is combined in. And then we'll add in our eggs one at a time. And once we add in the eggs one at a time, that does not take long at all. Okay, I'm going to add in my butter. Like I said, we have 3 sticks of unsalted butter. I have not tried this recipe. I saw someone make this recipe, and I said I want to try it for myself. Okay. Okay, we're going to let this start creaming for a bit. Okay, now we're going to add in our sugar. Let me slow it down and put it in because I don't want the sugar flying all over. Once I get the last of the sugar in, I'll turn it up and let it mix for about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn this up to high and just let it beat. Hey, okay, I forgot my main ingredient that I should have added with my butter. Here I have a 1/2 cup of the Biscoff cookie butter. And so I'm going to add this in, and then I am going to let that mix in for a couple of minutes, and then we'll add in our eggs. Okay, we're going to get all that mixed in. Okay, now that we have let everything mix in together, all our butters, as you see, I added the Biscoff butter. And see, this is nice and fluffy. That's what we want to see. Now, we're going to start this back up. I am going to add in my vanilla extract. I'm using a tablespoon of vanilla because I love vanilla. You can use as much or as little as you like. It just depends on your taste. So now we're adding the eggs one at a time, and it does not take long for the eggs to go in. Probably about 8 to 10 seconds to, you want that yolk to burst. And if while you're doing it, more than one egg come out at a time, it's okay. Only thing you have to do is just mix just a little bit longer. Since we use cream cheese in this recipe, we will not use any milk. So once we get our eggs all combined, we'll add in our dry ingredient, which is our flour. Okay, now we go turn. Just go scrape down the sides of the bowl and the bottom. And this mixture is nice and juicy already for us. And we're going to have this on low, and we're going to add in our dry ingredients. Okay, now we're adding the last of our dry ingredients. Okay, now we're going to take it off, and we're going to stir it by hand just to combine all this excess flour that we have around the sides of the bowl, and to make sure that everything is combined. It smells good. I wish you could smell it. Okay, here. Getting out this flour off the sides. And we're going to mix it in. Make sure we have everything combined at the bottom of our bowl. See how nice and pretty this looks? Okay. I'm adding some to my cake. Now we'll add some more cake batter. Okay, now we are going to put it in the oven. This is my cake out of the oven. Look how nice and golden brown it looks. Okay, it's been cooling about 10 minutes, and now we're going to flip it and then let it continue to cool. You see how pretty and golden brown that looks? We're going to let it cool for about another 45 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to make a glaze, and I'm going to use about a cup of powdered sugar, about a quarter teaspoon of vanilla, well, that was about a half of vanilla extract, and just about a teaspoon or so of milk. You don't want to add too much milk in at the beginning. You don't want to make it too thin. If you make it too thin, you'll have to add more powdered sugar to thicken it up. This don't look quite like it's going to be enough for me. So, what I'm going to do is add a little more powdered sugar and a little milk. Make my glaze here. See how nice and silky this is? This is what you want your glaze to look like. Okay? And we'll let that sit until the cake finishes cooling. Also, while I'm waiting on the cake to finish cooling, I am going to make a little bit of glaze with some of the Biscoff butter. Mix this together. Mix it, and then I'm going to put it in the microwave for a little bit, because you see how thick it is. You can't do a whole lot with it. So what I'm going to do is put it in the microwave for about 20-30 seconds. It's still not right. I'm gonna add a little milk to it. See if that'll help us a little. Stir it up. Stir it together. Yeah. So we got it all melted. Now I'm gonna let it cool just a little while the cake's cooling, and then we'll be ready to frost. Now I'm going to glaze the cake. Okay, now we're going to add some of our Biscoff. Now, what I'm going to do is add some cookies, some of the cookie crumbs that I had left. And here we have Biscoff cake. See the cookies and the cream all inside. It smells delicious.